Yeah, just again, sad, very sad. I hate when spring ball ends because we don't get to do this again until August. So we like football a lot around here, and we like the offseason. So we've had a really good start, and from January to now, we've had a really good start to this season. We had incredible strength and conditioning. Some of our kids are so much bigger, stronger, and faster than they were a year ago this time. Came into spring ball, we got a lot of key guys out hurt. Obviously, you saw Brett, you saw Maddox, you saw some guys do some 7-on-7, which they're going to be fine. But it allowed a ton of young guys to go play college football, and they needed those reps. You need to transition from high school to college. You know, you can watch film and talk in a meeting room, but going out and playing against other college guys is night and day. So great spring from that standpoint. We didn't play the best football this spring, but we had too many young guys getting too many reps. But for them and their future, it's really been good. So have an incredible group of kids coming back. We got a talented group. How hard we worked this summer, how hard we worked through fall camp, how hard we worked during the season. We know we play in a league that the margin for victory, obviously you can win any game in the MAC, you can lose any game in the MAC, and I've been here long enough to know that's a true statement. Obviously, we have a very, very exciting and challenging non-league schedule with Northwestern, Notre Dame, and Cincinnati, and then we got Toledo in the first. So realistically, we'll probably be an underdog in 4 of our first games. Vegas has us at 1-4 going into week 6, which you don't really want to be 1-4 going to week 6, but according to the prognosticators. So we know right out of the chute we're going to have to be ready to play. We got a really good Northwestern team that's coming off a good year. We beat them at their place 2 years ago and took home a big, so we're not like they're going to be ready to kick our tails. So, but love the group of kids. We got a really great group, and really excited for the summer and the fall, and then heading into the season.
Coach, what have you seen from Brett from the injury to supporting his teammates and then getting back on the field?
Yeah, he's been amazing. I always say it started when he was on the field. His bone was sticking on the leg. I thought I was in some war movie, and I was not equipped really to handle that moment, but our medical people were, and he's squeezing the heck out of my hand because he's obviously writhing in pain, and he tells me, Coach, we can win this game. And I'm like, yeah, he's probably hallucinating. Then he's like, and he goes, we can still win the league, Coach. You know we can still win the league without me. So, and then just from there, like, he's been really good. We had a mid-semester kid or early enrollee and Thomas Kitkowski, and he's really kind of taken him under his wing and really helped him develop this spring. And then just how hard he works. He's always a leader by example. So it was great to see him out here doing some 7-on. He's close to getting back. He's not full go, but he's up to 7-on. The next thing is doing 11-on-11. So we're super excited about his progress, but brings a lot to the table, and from a player, but also brings a lot to the team from a toughness standpoint.
How will the team handle the high expectations from last season coming into this new season?
That is the question, my man. You're a smart man. Like, how we handle it, I don't know. We'll find out. We talk about all the time. Like, that's why most teams don't repeat. Most teams get to that championship season, and they rarely get back there. You know, and again, it's not because they don't try. It's not because they don't compete. It's you just take your foot off the gas a little bit, and obviously everybody that you knock down getting to the championship really wants you to, like, every single game next year someone's going to want to beat the MAC champs, right? So you have to actually bring more, and it's just hard for kids to do that. It's hard for coaches to do that. So that's the question that we got a good team. Everybody thinks, you're going to win again. You got a lot of guys coming back. Well, like, we'll see 1 week at a time, and but how we handle that success and we build on that success. But if you take your foot off the gas, it'll go south in a hurry.
In that question, Olivia wrote that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's good. Whoever wrote, that's a good one.
Coach, you had some key guys stay, but you've lost some in the portal. How do you think you'll be able to handle that, getting back to that point? You know, especially with such a good special teams and that by the fall.
Yeah, no, we like I always say, you lose good players to graduation every year. That how are you going to replace them? Well, you don't know really, but there's young kids or new kids that have an opportunity to step up and replace them. Some guys coming in. We had Sam Sloman, right? And Sam Sloman was the only kicker drafted in the NFL draft. The only one. One kicker in the country got drafted, and when he left, it was like the sky's falling. You're never going to, Miami going to have as good a kicker as Sam. If you're in the MAC and you're the only team that has a kicker drafted in the draft, that's pretty amazing. Well, you're never going to replace him in the MAC. Well, the next guy won the Groza Award. Like, you know what I mean? So, again, does that mean, I don't know what the next guy could do to top the last one because you can't top the Groza. But, again, as as Graham moves on, I mean, Kellen and Dom can kick the ball. We have two other really, really good kickers that are dying for the opportunity to be the guy at Miami and be part. As far as special teams goes, we're going to be really good on special teams because we care more about special teams than any team in the country. We lost a great special teams coach this year too, but we also have a great special team coach in 21 too. So what happens when you have success and you do really good things, people move on, and that's the nature of the beast. And you're always sad when they move on because they're really good at what they do, but now we got Coach Block, and I'm really excited about Coach Block leading our special teams. So yes, you lose good players and it hurts, and it's, now you lose them to the portal and the graduation, and it's a more fluid situation. But at the end of the day, I would say they don't take their scholarship with them, and there's another opportunity waiting. And we lost Brett Gabbert last year. No one wanted to lose Brett Gabbert, certainly the way we lost him. And then the sky's falling and woe is me. And then 5 weeks later, Avion Smith's the offensive MVP of the MAC championship game. And so it just, again, that's why we tried to 10 years ago do this thing right. We didn't go for the quick fix. We tried to build a program. We didn't try to build a championship team. We tried to build a championship program. And we have been able to sustain and be really good in this league for a long time. We always talk about we're 42-17 in MAC play our last 59 games, which is the best league. The last 7 years we've had 2 4-4 teams, and I always say if the floor is 4-4, if the floor is 500, that's Miami football. That's where we've always been. A bad team is just okay, not terrible. In the 2 4-4 years, we lost our starting quarterback. When we've had our starting quarterback, we haven't been worse than 5-3 or 6-2. So, again, doors, as Kellen said it yesterday, one door closes, one door opens. So we're definitely. You always feel bad when a kid graduates or a kid leaves in the portal because you really love that kid not only as a player, as a person, and we love some of the guys that left this year as players, as person, but I love the guys that today, I love the guys that are out here competing for Miami football.
The extension that you just got, long-term extension, what does that mean to you as a coach, and how does that feel from what you built?
Yeah, the personal answer is it feels phenomenal from our program standpoint. The head coach got an extension. Well, the only way the head coach gets an extension if a lot of players and coaches and medical people and equipment people and academic work really hard and work together and have success. Because if you have success, you get the extension. If you don't, as far as I'm a coach, everybody says, hey, how many years left in your contract? And I always tell them, did I win last Saturday or did I lose? It doesn't matter. From the big scheme of contract, they can hire you. They hire you a 10-year contract. They fire you in 7 days. That's welcome to college and pro sports. But from what we've done and being here 10 years and getting renewed for 5 more years, you feel great about how our program is situated in college football because it's very rare what's going on here. The stability, the success, the way we do it. Our kids are graduating and either going to the NFL or they're graduating, going on and getting great jobs in the world. And we're pretty old school here at Miami, and there's a lot of schools that it is so fluid, and they just have a team this year and a team next year and the team. We still have a program here at Miami, and we're very proud. We're still kind of doing it the old way. Not that we haven't got some good players out of the portal, we certainly have, but we have a lot of kids that stay in this program and get Miami degrees, which it used to be you used to sell that in recruiting. Well, no one cares about a degree anymore because they're going to transfer 4 times. So who cares when you're a freshman, what school and what their degree is? Well, we still think that's a pretty big deal because a Miami education is actually more valuable than the highest of the high NIL deals over the course of your life. So we still try to sell the whole package here, and we and my staff have done a great job, and we're very proud of what we've done.
Coach, did you have a specific focus today?
Today? Yeah. No, because there's 80,000 things going on. So this is a day. It's wonderful to be ADD like I am because you got to be able to go big, talk to a sophomore recruit, talk to a junior recruit. We had our current kids that are reporting in June here. We had a bunch of fans. We have alum. We have board of trustees. So yeah, my deal is just have a great time. We get to play one last day of football, which we love. I would have liked to go on for another hour. It's hard for me to cut off, but we also are pretty healthy right now. You hate to see somebody go down here at the end of the spring game that would cost them the season. So we got some good work in today, and then we're going to have a great summer, get ready for the fall.
First question, how's the leg doing?
It's actually doing really well. Recovery's been going on well since I had surgery in October, but way ahead of schedule. So just got to keep it that way and try and get ready for the season.
Saw that you were just doing some 7-on-7, still trying to take it easy.
Yeah, so we just kind of been easing into it. First started off just throwing on air, then throwing to the wideouts, and then by the end of spring ball I was able to do some 7-on-7.
Perfect. And how did year's injury change your approach to the game? What did you learn about yourself from that?
Yeah, there's after an injury like that, it's tough. There's a lot of dark times. There was probably a month there where I didn't know if I was going to play college football again. But there's at the end of the day, you just got to have belief and perseverance, and there's always going to be bumps in the road. And I'm just kind of staying the course and progressing really well.
You ask about the leg, I'll ask about the arm. When you've been out that long, is it tougher to get back, to get your timing, your rhythm, and everything with throwing, especially since you have some new people to throw to?
Yeah, no, you always kind of got to shake the rust off, especially with a leg injury. You just kind of got to progress back into it. First, just started throwing on the ground, just stationary. Then you eventually progress with the wideouts, but. Yeah, we do have a bunch of new faces in here, and I'm sure there'll be new faces here in the summer, but we just got to keep working on our timing and everything else, and everything else will take care of itself.
Coach said when you got injured going off the field, you said that, we can still win the MAC championship. With that being the expectation after your injury, what is the expectation now for you coming back full tilt this year?
Yeah, no, I remember that saying to him. I was talking about we played Ohio the next week. And I was just like, we can still win this Toledo game. We can still beat Ohio. We can still win the MAC championship. Whether I'm in there or not, it doesn't matter. The expectations don't change. And moving forward, that's kind of the expectation we've set here is, to win a MAC championship, win a bowl game. And I think that's kind of the standard now.
Last year, the running game really stepped up. How do you think that they can come up again and have a good running game? I know there's probably going to be some new and some old faces there, but doesn't that help your passing game once you get the running game going?
Yeah, it all starts up front. We pretty much have every O-lineman returning, and we have a very experienced O-line, a lot of very good O-linemen. So it all kind of starts up front. And whenever we're able to run the ball well, that just opens up the pass game. Whenever you're able to protect and throw the ball, that opens up the run game. So it kind of works hand in hand.
Especially down by the goal line.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
For spring practice, has there been any players in particular that have really impressed you?
Yeah, I think, there's just been a bunch of guys. There's a lot of guys in the off season had surgery after the season. Some guys have had surgery in spring ball, so a lot of young guys have been able to get reps that probably would not have gotten as many reps as they have. So I think all of our young guys, whether it's been offense, defense, special teams, have gotten better all throughout spring.